This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Josh Taylor.
Hello,
Welcome to The
how you
Cringe is
going?
Real.
It's so great to be here.
I know. So good to see ya. How's things in the Legoverse?
The Legoverse. Honestly, not much happening on my end. I'm doing a bit
Yeah.
of like Lego related side hustles where I can, but most of
Good.
the time it's just become like a faded memory of the past.
I love that that show totally blipped off my radar, and like the joke is totally on me because it is only going from strength to strength. It's only getting more popular, more people are talking about it. So I think I need to wait for like the next pandemic, and then I need to just hop straight in from the start and watch all of it.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for the next pandemic. That's when our season went kind of gangbusters. But you will need
Yeah,
to just go back and rewatch all the old
I
seasons
will.
and do some episodes on previous things.
I should actually. Maybe that could be a little throwback series
Throwback series, yeah.
to the thing. But you are also a big Survivor girly, which is what we're here to
Ah,
talk about today.
freaking love Survivor. It's so good.
Would you do it? Would you go to the beach?
Absolutely. I would love to. I've been trying so hard to get on there. I think it's like the
And
one show that I would actually be like pretty decent at.
please, producers, if you're listening,
Yeah, exactly.
hello.
Just
Um,
throw my name in there.
I know. And look, the whole Survivorverse is losing its shit at the moment. We've got 50
So much,
coming up.
so much
We've got
drama.
JLP getting stabbed in the back by 10, which is equal parts disappointing but amazing to watch. How do you feel about JLP?
Oh my goodness. I was honestly shook. As much as he was,
Yeah.
it sounds like he posted on his Instagram and he was not happy about it. So yeah, it came as much of a surprise to him as it did to everyone else. And I'm devastated. He's like the face of that show. He's so good. Who's gonna bring the innuendos? No one's gonna do it as good as him.
I hope they know what they're doing, but at this point, I'm worried for the franchise, to be
I
honest,
know.
because he's the
They
heart and soul.
He really is. And my hope is that it kind of tanks a little bit and then they go begging on their knees to get him back. And he's like,
They
you can double my
wish.
pay.
Do you reckon they can afford what they would have to pay to get him back?
They would be very
Oh,
desperate.
imagine they do that. Oh,
It
I
would
would
be
die.
hilarious. I'm hoping
Uh,
so. I'm just hoping that's how it ends.
did you also see that Jeff Probst has just like come out of the woodwork being like, yeah, remember that time I said that I hate it when survivors go on other reality shows? Well, I changed my mind. Did you see that article?
No, I haven't.
It was just
But
the
it
other
sounds
day,
like a great read.
honestly, and people are posting it like it's huge news. I'm like, oh, Grandpa, can we put Grandpa to bed? They took the wrong host off
Yeah, I
air.
know. That guy's been there for far too long.
I know, but I think it comes after all the success of heaps of ex-Survivor players going on shows like the Traitors
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
whatever the fuck else. But did you see they've just announced the next Traitors
I
US
have,
is going to be
I have not.
normies, no
Normies.
celebs.
We're
Yeah.
going back to normies.
Well, I don't think they ever did normies on their
Oh, they have.
version,
Oh, on the
so
US
it's a
version. Okay, yeah, yeah.
first. I'm
Doing
kind of
normies.
keen.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, interesting. I like to throw some new spice into the mix, so that'll be good.
Mm. I like the mixed casting because then you get normies and like reality stars
Yeah,
interacting, which is my favorite
yeah.
recipe. Mm.
Well, maybe they can throw me on that show first.
Yeah,
Maybe I
would
got
you go on the Traders?
Oh, I would love to. I actually saw the applications come up for the very first season of it, and obviously they don't
Ah,
tell you what the show is when it comes out. It's like new show that's going to be airing. It's about
murder show.
murder show, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I didn't end up applying, but man, I wish I did. That would have been so fun.
Well, I hear that's coming back too to
Sweet.
Australian television.
Love that. Love that.
What about Big Brother? Are you gonna fuck with that? They're bringing that back in
Oh,
its
I did
original
see that.
form.
I know they're bringing back the original form. Thought that was quite an interesting move. It had so much controversy around when it was live, and I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so freaking good. There's just gonna be so much drama, which I think is what people are here for. I don't think I
Hmm.
would want to go on it though. I feel like just being on camera 24/7 would just be full on. in that environment. I don't know. You just can't do anything without it
Yeah.
being like micro
Uh,
zoomed in on.
totally. I just don't trust myself nor the production enough to do that, but
I'll
I think
probably
it
just
could be
get
fun.
caught picking my nose or something.
Oh, the montages of just like, yeah, things that you had no idea that you do.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. But no, I'm keen to see, like, I'm cautiously optimistic about that one because I was
yeah.
such a, the original was so, like, formative,
It
especially for
was.
us millennial queers. So, like, yeah, happy to have it back. But most
Yeah.
excited, obviously, for this Sunday, the kickoff of what Nick Idanza is calling the best episode of Survivor ever made. The
The
first
best
episode.
season or the first
He's
episode.
saying the first episode is the best one
Really?
ever made. So that's
We've
a
been hanging out for this
big
for a
claim,
long
mate.
time. I'm so keen.
Australia versus the world. They're not giving us much on these trailers, which makes me think it's either flop or fire straight from the beginning, but nowhere in between.
They've not advertised Sue's big move, so
There's still time.
there's still time.
Pav's big move.
That's a big move. I am so excited for this. Like, this is like the all stars of all stars. Like, this is the Mount Rushmore, as someone put it,
Mm.
of Survivor. And they've condensed it. So, like, they're going to have to just hit the ground running, which is what I'm so keen for. There's no time to just sit in the background and fade and coast through. Like, it's
Mm.
going to be so good. I'm very excited. This might be, I'm hoping it's a good season because I'm hoping it's going to be like the best one I've seen yet. Because
From what I've heard, the murmurings I've heard, it's going to be fucking awesome.
good.
And
Love that.
I love they're kind of just smashing it out in 3 weeks. It's going to be this like big moment. This cast is like so stacked. I love there's the combination of like royalty and kind of
Hmm.
like underdogs from bizarre seasons we don't know about. But I
Yeah.
trust the selection process and I trust that these unknowns are going to like rock my world.
Yeah.
Who's like
I'm
standing
hoping
out
so.
for you?
Like obviously we all know that King George is
Yeah.
the one of the survivor goats of Australia. So everyone's talking about him. Everyone's talking about him being there. He's such a show pony. He loves to talk a big game and he can back it up. Like, credit
Yeah.
where credit's due. So,
Friend of the
I'm
pod,
really
King
excited to see
George.
him. Yeah, really excited
Interesting
to
to
see
hear you
him.
say that because he's divisive. I mean, I have a lot of people
Absolutely.
comment on the pod being like, "Oh my God, I cannot stand George," and then I have people
Well,
being like, "Love George." So it's like it's Vegemite, which is
funny that you say
perfect
that.
TV.
Because when I first saw him on like the very first season he was on, I was like, who is this lunatic? Like the first like
Muppet.
few episodes, he just like pulls half of the tribe out of tribal, but it wasn't like a good half. And I was like, what is he doing? And I hated him so much and I wanted him gone. But by the end of that season, I was like, I love this man. He needs to come back. He's
Yeah,
incredible. And then he just went from strength to strength
yeah.
every season he was in. So he is someone I'm very excited to watch.
I think if you can just like suspend how you feel about people personally for 5 seconds and just
Yeah.
enjoy the television that George gives us. I mean, he gave us that tribal that the New York Times called like, the best tribal or
The one where
whatever.
Fraser got out, my
Yeah,
goodness,
like
that was
so good.
masterclass
Oh my
Survivor.
God. Speaking of Fraser, have you seen that he now has his own, well, it's like his own, but he's on a like Melbourne real estate show.
No,
It's called Listing Melbourne. I was tempted to cover it on this pod, but I was like, who the fuck is gonna watch this like absolute dumpster fire? But I
they're
was like,
probably watching
Fraser.
because of the pod.
Exactly. I was like, Short King Fraser reappears.
Trying to stay relevant.
Look good on
But
him.
David is someone else I'm also keen to see.
Okay. God on God.
Yeah, he was
Speak
pretty
on it.
awesome on his season. He dominated that All Star season, and he was obviously on Deal or No Deal Island, which was probably one of the worst shows I've ever seen. But I watched
Oh,
it.
so you did watch it. I
I
like
did. I
watched
committed to the
clips.
whole thing.
Tell
I can't
me
believe it.
everything about Dondi. So him and Pav, were they
They were
like
like so each
mates?
other. Absolutely. They were like in each
Okay.
other's pockets the whole time. They were like calling themselves the family. Like he was the dad, she was the mom. And they were
Mhm.
like adopting kids into their family. And honestly, they were running it. Like they were absolutely dominating.
And did no
Um,
one from the cast besides Pav know that he was a Survivor player and
correct.
winner? Okay, right. That's,
No one knew.
do you know what that is giving? I don't know if you watched what was it called? The triangle? The circle? The
Oh, the
square? The
circle. The
circ?
one.
No, the one with Nina. What the fuck was that show called? I watched the whole thing. I've forgotten the name. Whatever it
I
was
did not
called.
watch it.
She went on that, Sandra's daughter Nina.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
similarly, no one knew she'd been on Australian Survivor because
Right.
Jeff Probst doesn't allow Australian Survivor to be aired in America, allegedly. And so she ended up winning that season.
Yeah.
And then at the end she was like, "You fucking idiots, I'm Sandra's daughter and I've like played Australian Survivor." And they were all like, "Well, damn." So
Well, that's
listen to
essentially
people in America, like watch some other international content. You might
that's
win a
essentially what
show.
David did. He got to the end. He's like, by the way, I've played Survivor twice and won.
They would have died.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the thing I'm actually most excited to see because him and Pav know each other well. I assume that the format is like the Australian tribe will start together and then the world tribe will start together and then the merge will kind of bring them together. So they may not interact with in the beginning, but like
Oh,
when they come together, like that's going to be insane if they make it that far because they're obviously huge names. And he's
she has
already
got something on him
exactly. I was about to
bad.
say he has won like was it $6 million or something?
Yeah. Which she's
Like
going to be the only person in the, because I don't think it had even
absolutely.
aired. So even if you
No,
wanted to know that, you couldn't know that.
no.
But
So
she
she knows
knows.
that. So I'm wondering if surely she's going to use that piece of information to tell everyone, by the way, this guy just won $6 million on another TV show. We should get him out. I think people wouldn't even believe her. They'll be like, no, he didn't.
Truly.
Because
Yeah,
it's
because
such
who
an
would believe
absurd amount of
if
money.
Parvati told me on the beach, "Hey, the Golden God won 6 million American dollars on this new show called Deal or No Deal Island." Firstly, I'd be like, "That show is made up. You've made that up."
Yes. I'm
And
like,
then
yeah,
I'd be
good
like,
one.
"No one's won that much money before, so shut up." Plus, I'd be like, "It's Parv. You'd think she's pulling something on you." So maybe people won't believe her.
Yeah, because it
Or
does sound so outrageous.
she could have signed something like an
Maybe.
NDA or something and she can't say, which would work in the
Yeah,
Golden God's
David's favor.
favor.
Yeah, so there's a couple of Survivor plays I'm very excited to see.
So we've got George and David out of the way. Should we just stick on Aussie Tribe then and
Yeah,
move our
go
way
for it.
through?
Go for it.
I'm personally most excited for Janine.
Oh
So
yeah.
boost Queen Janine. Like I love
Boost
this
Queen Janine, love it.
CEO. She's the
CEO,
best.
yeah. She's great.
And also it's been so long since we've seen her on Survivor.
Mm,
And I think it's time we had the godmother back on our screen. So perfect casting. I think she's going to be awesome. She's also one of the sort of only older players, I think. So that's
yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
I think, going to be an advantage because they might not think she's a threat. So she might like, you know,
Yeah, I think she's
Stephen
one of those
Bradbury.
players that has like she wasn't such a huge name in her season, but she obviously did well and she understood it and she's a businesswoman, she knows how to wheel and deal. So like I feel like she's one of those players that will go far because she'll just kind of like know how to weave her magic to like attach onto the people she needs to attach on at the right times and let them go at the right times.
Yeah. And she'll know how to let, because there's a lot of big egos on this show. And there's a
Yeah,
lot of like ex-winners and people with this like reputation as good game players. She kind of has one, but nowhere
yeah,
near to that level. So
yeah,
people are going
yeah,
to try and use her as a number, I think. But
yeah.
she has the capacity to outmaneuver that, I think.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to go pretty deep.
Another girly I'm so excited about returning is Sarah. So
Mm.
people may not realize that Sarah was on possibly my favorite reality show of all time, The Face Australia. Did you watch the
No,
show?
I have no idea what this is.
Oh my God. So homework for everyone. Fuck rewatching like old Survivor seasons. Go and find a copy of The Face Australia season 1 and thank me later. It's basically America's Next Top Model, but Naomi Campbell is the host. And she did it in America and then she comes to Australia for this like one-off season. And it's basically like Naomi Campbell pits herself against these like two Aussie supermodels. And it's like The Voice style where they have their crew and they back their crew.
Mm.
And it's amazing. And Naomi Campbell gets so furious every time one of her girls doesn't win. Like she's like openly wants the show to be rigged in her favor. And Sarah is like such a legend throughout. So Cannot wait to see her on my screens again.
There you go. I thought she was such a wild card choice. Like, you look at her credentials on Survivor at the very least. Like, she played in what, season two, like 2017, so long ago. She came like eighth or something, so she didn't really go like super deep-ish.
Well, she was a runner-up on the face,
And she was a
so
run-up on the face apparently. So like,
no
I
one's
don't
talking
know.
about that.
I was a bit interested in this casting choice. You know, I feel like there's plenty of other players that would have I would have
Well,
preferred to see above
it's
her.
Channel 10 and she's hot. So sorry, not sorry, but that's how it works in Australian television, Josh.
So it seems.
Um, let's talk about Kirby. I'm so excited to have Kirby back. Great choice. Particularly like I think Channel 10 are starting to take this a bit more seriously, but like especially if you're doing a like Australia v the World show, like of course we need to have some like First Nations representation on the
Yes,
team. So I
yeah.
love having that in the form of Kirby. And that aside, she's just a fucking badass bitch, and I cannot wait to see her play again.
Yeah, I love how she has like this cold sense of humor where she's just like, yeah, okay, whatever, let's just do that. And like, I don't know, she just likes messing with people's heads in that way. And someone like, I can't remember who it was, she was versing in her season who was like, fine, we'll just keep going up against each other every episode until the end of the season. She's like, yeah, sounds like a fun plan. Let's do that. It's just
Could
great.
not be flat. She was unflappable that whole season. She was like, oh yeah. And she did the correct thing that you need to do to get airtime on this show is to have a rival. So
Mm,
she had so every week on her season it was like
yeah,
Ferris v Kirby, and those promos were just like
yeah.
building
Lapping that
her
up.
building her like icon status.
Mm,
And then to have your rival ultimately win shows that you are like a worthy player, right?
yes.
So
Yeah, so I
fuck
think she's
yeah.
going to be really good. So and because she kind of only has just really come off playing, like she's going to be fresh.
Mm,
She's going to be, I think, ready to mingle with the big dogs. So like obviously I think she hasn't had as much opportunity as these returning players to prove how good she is. So I think this would be a
yeah.
really good opportunity for her to be like, actually, I can
Yeah.
push it with the big leagues.
I think people don't realize how into Survivor she is as well. I know a lot of people think she's just this like, oh, I just rocked up on set. I don't know what's going on, but I've seen her around at the meetups, at the stuff. Like she's doing the, you know, she loves it.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
right into it. And she's a really good sport.
Yeah, I
So
bumped into her at a
love
bar
that.
once and
Oh,
I sort of
amazing. And
said hi, got a photo with
she
her,
would have been
chatted to her.
lovely. Yeah, she's so lovely.
She was, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've met her a couple times now and just like true legend.
Yeah.
Um, who else is on Aussie? We've got Shawnee, my God.
Oh,
Just saving the best to last.
I know. She's probably also actually one of the people that I'm most excited to see. She's got such good social game, but more importantly, she's such good television. She's so fun. She
Yeah.
knows how to be like sassy and bring attitude. Like she's so fun to watch. And I think she's played the most out of everyone
Mm.
that's there. She's played like a
Yeah.
crazy number of
I
Men of
think
Survivor.
just less than Sari, maybe, but still a lot. I heard some stats.
She's played
Um,
I'm looking at like some of the stats now. Oh
yeah.
no, she's played more. She's played 124 days. Cerise's played 121.
Oh my God. How is that's crazy. Well,
Yeah,
look,
that's a lot of
inflation's a
Survivor.
bitch, so she's got to come back and get her
Yeah, as she
quarter
put it, she needs to
million.
get her dollars. She needs to get paid.
Is it
I'm
half a
very excited
million
to see her.
or a quarter million?
In Australia, it's half, isn't it?
Half. Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it's a
I
quarter.
forget.
I don't know. It's not a lot
It's some
compared to.
sizable dollars. Okay, so I fucking ride for Shawnee, and I am so
Yes,
excited that we get some the next part of the story between George and Shawnee because
yes,
famously the last time they played together, not only did George like fucking stab her in the back, he voted her off the jury, which is
yeah.
like the most like I would never forgive someone for doing that to
That
me.
I would be livid, absolutely
Like no
livid.
more jury villa, no more mugs with the girls, like on an economy
On a
flight
plane,
home.
yeah, yeah. She would have been absolutely ropeable. So yeah, and in the promo, she's like, "Yep, I'm back. I'm ready for revenge." And I want to see it because it's going to make great television. But I hope that doesn't like give her blinkers to like not play
Mm,
well. I don't want her
I
to be
think
so focused on
nah,
that she's going to burn her own game.
she can rise above, or she. Do you know what I hope and predict? I think she'll be like, oh, George, whatever, I'm over it. I don't care. But then in
Yes.
confessional, she'll be like, I'm taking that faggot out.
Please, that's what we need to
Yeah,
see. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
did. Okay, she wasn't the last. I forgot about Mr. Toki.
You did. I was about to say.
Luke Toki, who, look, I'm not the biggest fan of Luke, but I appreciate why he's beloved by the Australian public because
Oh,
he's
I
our
love him.
larrikin.
He's the
He's
larrikin. You got to have the
he's
larrikin.
so Australian coded, which is probably why I like Flinch. But look, he's gorgeous and seemingly harmless. I don't know. I'm just like, is it bad that I'm waiting for like some, like Me Too shit to come out or something about him? He just gives me like straight bro energy. I think that's on me.
Well, I think that's probably why he gets so far because people just go, "Oh, he's just a bit of a fool. He's a bit of a larrikin. He's not really going to play." But I think his social game is actually really good. Like, did you watch him on when he played the Australian Big Brother?
No, he did Big Brother
Yeah, I watched the whole season. It was a celebrity Big
on
Brother.
oh
Yeah, and they had
on
like him.
Seven,
Well, this is when they had it
Nine.
not live when they rebooted it just
Uh,
recently, like in the last
yeah,
what 4 or 5 years.
yeah.
So
No,
he
I
came
didn't watch
back on
that.
with a celebrity one. Yeah, I had one of the Jenners on there and everything. Like, I can't believe you missed this. Um,
Yeah, I didn't fuck with any of the pre-recorded version of Big Brother. It just upset me too much.
well, I watched it for two reasons. One, because he was on it, and I was like, "Oh, this would be cool." Like, I like seeing him
Mm,
on
mm,
the
mm, mm.
screen. So I watched it. And it was like pretty. It didn't have the same feel as live Big Brother because it felt a little bit staged at points. But it was still entertaining enough to watch. And he like
Mm.
absolutely ran rings around them because he was just so
Oh,
social and he ended
yeah.
up winning.
Of course, he's got
Yeah.
those teeth. It's all about his teeth. Like he's got this gorgeous smile. He's like a little kid. He gets excited. He's like, "Look,
Yeah.
look," which
Yeah.
like that energy, not for me, but I understand how, you know, the panties of Australia are collectively moist for Luke, and I will just leave it at that, I think. But prove me wrong, buddy. I just hope he doesn't like dominate. I just hope him and David don't bro
Oh,
out
they're gonna
this
bro.
season. I
They're gonna
know, but
bro.
but if they,
They're good
I'm gonna
mates.
I'm gonna need the Black Widow Brigade to sort that out.
She might get the black. I think it's gonna be a thing. Like I think she's gonna be like, "Come on, Black Widow Brigade, let's take these guys out." So I think that she's
Yeah.
gonna rally the girls.
Should we jump over to Pav?
Absolutely. Again, probably the one on the World Tribe that I'm probably most excited to see. I can't say I'm familiar with all of the World Tribe because some of them are coming from these obscure
Mm,
iterations of Survivor that I haven't even touched or knew
yeah.
existed. But Parv obviously is such a big name when it comes to American Survivor. I haven't actually seen her play Survivor before. I haven't watched American Survivor ever.
Oh,
I'm like, I would say a
look,
newbie to
you've
Survivor
got
because
you've
I
got
got
2 days. And I think, if anything, you should watch her. What was it? Fans versus Faves,
that's the one I heard.
Micronesia. The
That's the one
one
she
where
won.
the one where her and Sari make this absolute Muppet like take off his
Oh,
idol that he
I
won.
saw I saw that
It's
clip. I went back
icon,
and
like
I
iconography.
watched that clip because I was curious to know how that happened. I read up all about that. So I know I'm very familiar with that scenario. And I thought,
Uh,
watched all the footage on that, and that was hilarious. I honestly was gobsmacked that he did that. Like that was
mm,
just so shocking to me.
amazing.
Wild, absolutely wild, but great
Yeah.
TV. So she's the one I'm most excited to see from the World Tribe because she is just a pro. And like even in her promo, she's like, "Oh, these cute little baby Australian survivors think they know how to play Survivor." Like I'm keen
Love.
to see her just mess shit up.
I think we are guaranteed for that to happen. So I'm absolutely ready for Parv. Also, like queer girly living for her relationship with Mae Martin, winner of Taskmaster, absolute legend in the comedy space. Like she just,
Was she,
poverty
as
is
in Parv one Taskmaster.
no, her
Oh, her
partner,
partner. Yeah,
May
yeah, okay.
did. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, right, right.
In a fantastic season of that show.
Love that
So
show.
look, and she's been on everything now, slayed the
Yeah.
Traitors. Like she just makes
Just
gold
in and
television
out
everywhere she goes.
every reality TV show
Yeah,
she can get her paws on, which is
yeah.
she's obviously good at it. She knows what she's
Oh,
doing. So this is
that's
what
interesting. She's
we're
got a
here for.
book out. She's got a
Yeah,
pod,
yeah.
honey. from a hustler to another, I hat off to you, girly. Let's go to someone we maybe don't know. Rob from Survivor
Yes.
South Africa. Hottie.
Talk's a big game. He's a big guy. Give you
Big
that. Like,
boy.
and he's obviously going to be one of the brawnier people on that tribe, which may work in his favor for that first part of
Mm.
the game. Um, and I'm all here for the accent. I love a South
Oh,
African accent.
South African accent makes me drop to my knees. Like it's so hot. I have watched a few seasons of Survivor South Africa, but not the one that he was on.
Same,
But it
same.
is
I watched
it's a
one.
it's a good show. Hey, like it's very
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun. Like I
What the
don't
one
know
thing
what.
that I found just so wild in their seasons is like they're allowed to like go through each other's bags.
I think they
And
can
so
do that on most of them, can't they?
you're not allowed to do it in Australian
Ah,
Survivor.
there you go.
It's against the rules.
It's
So
happened on the US one a bit.
they're just like digging through his bag, looking for items, like ripping their shit apart, stealing stuff from each other. I was like, whoa, this is full on. They're just like going ham. It was so good.
Amazing. Well, look,
It
if you
made
can
great TV.
throw someone's hat in the fire, then why not?
Well, unless you're what through Max's hat in the fire, which is an absolute
Yeah.
flop of an idea.
That-
That was just the worst TV. I was like, what are you
What
doing?
are you
He's trying to
doing,
cause
mate?
drama, and then it was just no drama, and then outed himself at the end. He's like, ha, I
Yeah.
did it. And everyone's like,
I'm like,
okay,
cool. You could just see the producers there
crazy
being like,
idiot.
you should do a thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, Rob, big sexy man. Obviously, if he gets to emerge with a Dave and a Luke, I feel like there's going to be some broage happening,
yeah.
which I don't want to have happen, but it could be fun to see that fail. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So I think he's one obviously. So definitely knows what he's doing. So I'm interested to see how that
Mm.
pans out for him
I
compared to the
heard
other ones.
he did win. However, the people he played with on his season were allegedly absolute idiots.
Oh, okay. So
So
he's the king of the
now,
idiots.
so now he's in this bunch, which is like, we shall see.
Okay. I guess we'll have to wait
Yeah,
and see then.
yeah. Let's talk about Lisa. She's from uh, New
New Zealand.
Zealand,
New
so
Zealand.
they only had 2 seasons of that show and then they canned it. So interesting she's back, but makes sense because it's like, I don't know, an easy fill.
Well, they want to get, different world contestants, and they
Yeah.
had to obviously find the different iterations around the world. And New Zealand's like one of our family,
Mm.
essentially. So it makes sense to look there. And given that she won, I mean, I guess that
Uh-uh.
makes sense. So
She looks like
she,
a smiling assassin. Like her photo is her like, hey, she looks like a lovely lady. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
apparently, I didn't watch her season, but apparently she just like absolutely like slayed.
Well, I think she's like big Survivor nerd. So I think
Hmm.
she knows the game, she knows the numbers. She's probably seen every season of it. So I think she's very switched on, and I think that's probably going to help her crunch the numbers, so to speak, and help get the strategy side of things on her. But potentially, and I'm only saying this is passing a judgment from looking at a photo and having seen none of her season, may not be a particularly physical threat, so could get booted early in that sense. But
Yeah.
if I feel like she's smart enough to navigate around that, is what I'm thinking. I think she's
Yeah,
got the
I'm
brains.
keen. All honestly, there is not one dud on this whole cast. Like all of them, I'm like, there's something that I'm intrigued about, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
perfect for a short season.
yeah,
I hope they don't do too much channel 10ing with the editing, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, they usually just focus on like 2 people.
yeah.
I feel like with
You want to
this,
get a
they
good
have,
range of
yeah,
because there's so many big names. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like some people are not gonna get great airtime.
yeah. And
And I think
mm,
like because we're probably maybe this is only my perception, because we're so familiar with the Australian contestants, I feel like they're maybe gonna more focus on
oh, they
them
will. They
because
will.
they want us as Australian
Oh.
viewers to be like, yeah, Australia has to beat the
Oh,
world
totally.
and
And they're
really champion
totally,
them.
you're so right. I'm already nervous about this. I feel like it's going to be very nationalism coded and it's going to be like Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Like the trailers are already like, watch out, Aussie survivors take on the world. And it's like, oh my God, kill me.
Yeah.
Like, but sure, we love it.
Yeah. So I'm
Uh,
hoping that we'll get a good mix of seeing these contestants that we've never seen before.
well, from one winner to another winner, a 2-time winner, Tony.
Yeah.
Tell me how you
I
feel about
actually am
Tony.
very unfamiliar with Tony's game, but I have heard big things.
Mm.
So I think the fact that he's already a two-time winner is going to be a very hard target to shake. So I think a lot of the other contestants are going to be like,
Yeah.
well, he's an easy boot. Let's just get him out because
Uh-huh.
he's won twice. He doesn't need to win again.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the returning when they had that I think it was All Stars where they had the winners come back. They had Jericho come back. They had Shane Gould come back. They were
Hmm.
the first two
To
people
go.
gone. Everyone
And
was like, "No, you
mm,
are back. You're not winning again. You can get lost."
but not only did he win twice, the second win was on a season called Winners at War, which was all winners, and the prize was $2 million. So
Yeah.
he's actually won $3 million playing this game
Yes.
total. So that's a
Yeah.
bigger threat, I think. Also, yeah, it's a
Not
big
as much as
flex.
David.
Yeah, no, exactly, but nobody knows. How funny. He's probably going to be like, I won 3 million, I won 3 million. And David's going to be there being like, how's
At the end of his
six?
season, he's going to be sitting on tribal going,
Yeah.
"By the way, everyone, guys, I won $6 million."
Oh my God. Oh my
Funny.
God. But yeah, I think, look, Tony, no one's going to be surprised at how I feel about Tony. It's bro, but at least it's kind of this like New Jersey policeman trope, which I can kind of fuck with because it's like not from my world. So he's like a caricature.
Absolutely.
He's pretty much like one line from being like, I'm walking here. Like he's very that. It's Tony. It's big Tony. So I like that he brings that kind of campery to it and he gets really, he's got that like Italian American thing where he gets
Yeah.
quite like heated and animated. So he makes
Lo-
good TV
I,
in that
I
sense
think he's
too.
going to make great TV. So
Mm.
I'm very excited to see how he plays for sure.
Mm.
Who
Should
have we
we
got
talk
left?
about Tommy from
Oh, yes, Tommy.
Finnish Survivor, which has a fabulous name that I'm not going to pronounce, but we'll just call it Survivor Finland. He's a radio host in Finland. So apparently
Is he? Oh,
they
okay.
cast celebs on their version.
Right.
So he's not coming in as a
Again,
full
an
play.
accent that I'm all here for. I cannot wait to hear him talking on the screens all the time. And he seems like a part of that
Mm,
larrikin group. Like from the promos that I've seen, he seems like that fun-loving guy who wants to just have a
yeah.
bit of fun and muck around, but kind of knows the game a bit as well. So I think I'm going to put him in the same category as a Luke. Like he's a runner-up in Finland. I
Mm.
don't know how tight their competition is, but I guess getting runner-up is
If it
pretty
was a
good still.
celeb season, I feel like it doesn't really matter where you place on those a bit,
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, I low key think he's hot as fuck. Like, I love a ginge. His haircut is very Australian coded. So I feel like he'll be welcomed. If you rock up on the set with a mullet, like,
Yeah,
you're going to be
people
instantly accepted by the Australia
exactly.
tribe. He looks like a fun time.
Yeah, he
Mm.
looks like a fun time. I think he's going to make good TV, and I think he's
Yeah.
just going to yeah, I think be a good social player. He's going to latch
He's,
himself onto some really good,
yeah.
yeah,
He's
good
either a fun
players.
time or an incel, but we'll find out because he does look like he has like weapons in a bunker, like ready to go.
He's ready for
Mm.
the world to die, and he's a prepper. Do you think he's a prepper?
He just has I think it's the like wolf t-shirt.
The giant wolf shirt, yeah.
It's like, okay, that feels a little bit aggressive to me in
Well, he is
a
obviously wanting to put his statement on the game very quickly.
but they do love like metal in Finland. So maybe it's just like 'cause it looks like a metal band
Oh yeah,
t-shirt,
yeah, yeah,
So it's kind of just giving that.
yeah.
I hope he has sunscreen, is all I'm gonna say.
He will fry otherwise. That
He
pasty
will
skin, pasty
fry.
Finnish skin.
Oh, it's an Australian production. They will be supplying sunscreen, I'm sure. It'd be like in the contract. Okay, who we got next? We got Cassandre from Survivor Quebec, which I did not know was a thing.
I didn't know it was very specific to just Quebec and not just like all of
Hmm.
Canada, but like, oh, because the Canadians can go on the American one, is that right?
Yeah, they can now. I think in Canada, they're very good. They're very like fair with their television production. Like if they make a show in English, they usually make a French speaking version of the same show as well, which I
Yeah,
think is kind of cool.
my brother lives in Quebec, so
Oh, there you go.
I've been there a bunch of times. So I'm excited to see what this brings because obviously these world players are not only coming from a different iteration of Survivor, but like different cultures. So like social, like their social game is going to be different to how we see game in Australia. So like things like that, I'm excited to see how an international player plays, because if they're playing with people from their own country, it might be very different to how they're playing with people from
Hmm.
all different cultures and backgrounds. So yeah, I'm interested to see how a French speaking Canadian is going to tackle this. She seems like a fun time. She's like, seems like she knows what she's talking about. She's like, yeah, seems like she's going to make good
Oh,
TV.
she has girly written all over her. She's so hot, and I can see her fitting in with Sean
Yeah, I
and
was about to
Parv, and
say,
I just
yeah.
can't wait for the girliness to girl out. So I hope she like
I
makes
think that
it
they're going
that
to make the
far.
girl brigade. I think it's going to come. It's like
Mm,
you can just see from the cast, it's just naturally gonna form, surely.
surely, and also they haven't got long, so like get those boys
Mm,
out like straight away, in my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. But
Imagine
the
it's
boys
like all
may just see it
girl
coming.
top like 10. I would die.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh my God.
It'd
Okay.
probably be all girl and George.
Mm.
He'll just wiggle his way into that group.
So there's one person we have not discussed yet,
Mm,
and it's the iconic
Suri.
Marie, who is just
Yes.
like, I would say she's probably like the biggest star on this whole cast,
Yeah.
only because not only is she so beloved for being an iconic Survivor player, but she won the Traitors US and was great on that. She's been on Big Brother. She's just kind of like on TV a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I again, I'm not familiar with all of the American iterations of Survivor
Hmm.
and haven't seen her play Survivor before, but obviously know her name, seen her around a lot. So this is again another player that I'm very excited to see how she's going to go in this Australia versus the world iteration. I think she's going to play a very good social game, and I think people she'll probably fly. I mean, as big as her name is, she's obviously up against plenty of other big names. So I think she's going
Mm.
to have the ability to go, oh no, that person's a way bigger threat than me, and just kind of like float under the radar a little bit, which I think will work to her
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, totally. And like, yes, she's won like shows before, but she hasn't won Survivor. So I think
Correct.
she's the one that's most wanting that to happen.
Yeah.
And her whole strategy, like the first time she played, was like, I'm just Suri from the couch. Like
Yes.
she's like, when Jeff's talking to you, like, hey, you at home, you can do Survivor. Like he was talking to me, like I'm just a regular lady. And
Yeah.
that worked in her favor because she just disarms people with her like realness.
Yes.
So she kind of can't do that anymore because she's like a
No.
superstar, but she still has that charm of
Yeah.
Sari from the couch. So yeah, I think she's got a good, if she can make it to the final tribal, I like my money would be on her to take it just because everyone on the cast knows she hasn't won yet, but like is very deserved
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how she plays. So it's gonna be a wild season, I think.
Should we make some predictions?
Yes, please. I was hoping
Who
you would.
Who do you, why don't we do like who we want to win and who we think will win?
Oh, okay. Have you thought about this? Are you gonna go first?
I haven't thought about it, but
Okay, neither
now
have I.
I, okay, I think my want, no, okay, I think my will is Sari
Yeah.
and my want is Kirby.
Ooh,
I just
okay.
really vibe with Kirby and I just would love that for her. And I think the rest of them have
I
had their moment, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I can actually agree with you. I was gonna say my want maybe like a Shawnee,
Mm.
just because she's so fun and I feel like she would be a great winner. But at the same time, now that you've said that, maybe you're right. Maybe a Kirby. I feel like, yeah, that
Oh, look, I wouldn't
she's
be mad
probably.
with Sean.
Oh no, I wouldn't be mad with Sean either. But maybe I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. The who I think's gonna win, like I think because this season is gonna be so many big names are gonna get like every week a big name is
Axed.
gonna be going. That's the
Mm.
problem. And I think the biggest names are probably gonna get booted first, which is gonna be really sad for us. So I think people like George and David, even
Oh,
though they're great players,
gone.
they're just
They
gonna
are
go.
gone. Yeah.
They're gonna go so quick. And even Pav and like I'm just concerned that those players that I really want to see play are going to
Yeah.
get kicked so quickly. If Sunday night, like
Mm.
friggin' George goes. I
Uh,
was like, well, that
Well,
was
I
annoying.
think the Aussie tribe has stronger people on it physically. So I think that they could be winning the challenges.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
also think production are gonna want the story of Australia winning first, but maybe that not that I'm suggesting that they can
No, they
determine the
would
outcome of the challenges,
never
but I'm just
do
saying
that.
that, like I think I don't know. I think that that's what's going to happen. And I feel like the Americans have this unfair advantage on the world tribe to band together to pick off the
Yes,
non-Americans
yes.
because none of those other people have a friend. Like there's not two Kiwis, there's not two
Uh-huh,
Finnish
uh-huh.
people. So Lisa, Tommy, and Cassandra, I think,
Yeah,
have a huge disadvantage until that is, if they can make merge, and then I think they have a huge advantage because they can kind of slip through the cracks.
yes, yeah, I agree. And I think that the thing that I think will happen is all the big names are going to get like skimmed off the top,
Mm,
and all the people at the bottom are going to get carried through as goats. And not that I think there's many goats in this season, maybe one or two
mm,
that might just sort of like that probably know Survivor well, but because they're not a big name at all, they're just gonna kind of get washed away in the crowd, I think. Like these big
mm,
player survivors are gonna want to make good TV, they're gonna want to play well, so they're gonna be doing big flashy things, they're gonna be saying outrageous things. And these like newer Survivor players or people that haven't played in a long time are kind of just gonna like fade into the background, even though they're trying.
mm.
And I think are probably just going to get carried through as goats. So I don't think they're going to win. So I think it's going to be one of these mid range people that's going to be left behind at the end,
Yeah.
who's going to be like, I actually did play a decent game, maybe not the most like outlandish and
Mm,
showy game, but to someone like a Janine or a Kirby,
yeah.
or maybe like a dark horse, like you said, like a Cassandra or someone like that,
Janine
like
could do it. Oh,
like
that would also be
kind of
amazing.
like float in the middle, pick off the big ones, and keep enough big ones in front of them until they get to the end, and then kick them out and then win. So I think it's going to be a mid-range,
Yeah.
like person this season.
True, because the big names and the unknowns will stick out, but those mid people, they're gonna be
I think they're going to kind of
cruising.
like cruising in the middle. Yeah,
Mm. Oh my God, I'm so fucking excited for
I'm
this
so keen.
show. I've even got like, yeah, people are like, where are we watching this? What's going on? Like it's event
Where's the watch
television.
party? Are you doing a watch party?
I'm gonna have a couple people over on Sunday to kick it off, and then I have been invited to a little party from some of the cast on
Oh, nice.
Monday. So that should be fun. So I'll report back on that.
Cast of this season?
Yeah, yeah. So that
Oh,
should be
nice, nice.
fun. And then I don't know. I do have, so I'm obviously going to be recapping this season. I've got some really fun ex contestants lined up as guests. So you'll have to stay
Do we get a
tuned to find out who
sneak
they are.
preview of any of those?
No, I don't want to jinx it. There's still
Oh,
time for
okay.
them to cancel. So I feel like it's podcasting rule 101. You never pre-announce a guest. But something fun is coming. I'm also going to be recapping the Real Housewives of London,
Oh,
which is
nice.
about to start, but that'll be over on my Patreon feed. So you'll have to subscribe to hear those.
Nice.
Yeah, because inflation's a bitch.
You got to like Shona, you got to get paid.
Yeah, I had to get paid at some point.
Yeah.
But Josh, thank you so much for joining me to go through this cast.
Thank you so much
Cannot
for
wait.
having me.
Oh, pleasure. You have to come back on soon and talk to me about
Absolutely.
something else. Or post season, we could check back in.
I would love that. You can see
Oh,
where our predictions landed.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
Knowing us, like, yeah,
probably so far off.
Sari first out. Like, I don't know. Fucking
George
hell.
wins. Oh,
Oh, a George win would honestly be kind of cunt.
I just don't think it will
It's
happen, but
not
it
going to
would be pretty
happen.
boss.
You
It would be
can't be
so boss.
that divisive because at the end of the day, like, people have to kind of like, I don't
They have to
know,
vote for you in the
they have
end.
to vote for you in the end. And I just, or maybe these are the people to do it. I don't
Well,
know.
that's the thing. They're like game, respect game. I think these
Game
people are
knows
like, I'm like,
game.
wow, you were an absolute jerk, but like, actually, we respect that. So, you're in.
Yeah, cute. Where can our listeners find you online if
Uh,
they want to
in
stalk?
Instagram, Joshua
It,
I Taylor. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm just posting mostly like life stuff and travel stuff, but sometimes there's Lego stuff. I post Lego stuff
yeah.
when we do Lego jobs. I still do a bit of work with my old contestant mate Trent. We
Cute.
do commissions for Lego and fun stuff like that. So we post a bit on there. We have our
Ah,
own a separate page there as well for Trent and Josh if you're wanting to follow all Lego related things. But yeah, it's people can find me on Instagram
it's
is the best
done.
place.
I was following your recent trip to Japan. It looked very fun.
Oh, it was so boss. I love Japan so much. I'm keen to go back. It's my third trip. I'm doing it again.
Amazing. Did you do any Lego stuff over there?
I went to Legoland in Japan. That was pretty
Cute.
awesome. It was very much a kids theme park and then
Yeah.
me.
Yes,
I
that's
was
what I
walking
went
around
to
with all
the
the parents
one.
and the kids.
We took our son to the one at Chadston, and yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Yes, never have I more felt like a dad than in that moment.
But this was like a theme park, so it's much bigger, but it's very
Oh,
much
right.
geared towards kids. It's not just like the Discovery Center at Chadstone. It's like a full theme park. They have
Mm,
rides.
cute.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Super Mario World
I went last
last time?
year.
Yeah.
Last year it was pretty awesome. I went to Disneyland this year. Thought I
Yeah,
didn't
cute.
couldn't afford both.
C or regular?
Both
Oh,
CN
whoa,
Land.
that's dedication.
I did four theme parks
Yeah.
in the space of 4 days,
Fuck.
and I walked 100 kilometers. In I checked my
I
like tracking for a week. At seven
Wow.
days, I walked 100
Wow.
kilometers. It was
I'm
insane.
impressed. I'm speechless. I like C the most because you can have beer. They have draft beer at Disney Sea and you can walk around with it. It's heaven.
Yeah, yeah. No, Japan is great. Would
It's the
highly recommend to
business.
anyone that's never been there.
We've also got speaking of Japan, The Boyfriend season two supposedly coming out any minute now. Did you fuck with that?
I saw the first season.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty interesting, and yeah, I've heard rumors that the second one's coming soon.
Oh, they
So
keep teasing it. And now the cast are like putting out like singles and they're doing blogs and photo shoots. And I'm just like, it's wild. Di and Sean, like, who would have thought?
I honestly didn't follow them beyond the show, so I have no idea what's happening with
Oh,
them now. But
do
I'm not
yourself a
surprised.
favor, go and look like it's the thirst is real.
I'll have to
And
check it out.
you just know that behind the camera they are hating each other. But now it is like a business venture.
It made great TV, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Like it was so, oh man, it was such a hard thing to watch, but it was so
Mm.
good.
Oh, well, I'll be covering that, so maybe you can come back and talk to me about that
Oh yeah, well I'll have
if and
to
when it
make sure
starts.
if it ever starts, I'll make sure I have to keep up with the episodes then.
It's done. All right, Dom. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. See
Bye
ya.
bye.
Bye.